Hey, second grade, welcome back to writing. We are in week 4 of our distance learning. This week, we're going to be making informational writing booklets. We did that about a month or two. We wrapped up that unit in writing at school. If you did not get a chance to watch week 3's writing, I suggest you go back and watch that video because I walked you through step by step how to make a booklet at home, what kind of paper to use, how many sentences, how much time you should spend on it. And I really geared that video towards you and your parents so they know what to expect also. So this week, the slides I'm going to show you are just the process I took to make my own informational writing booklet. You can pick what you want to write about, and then I also have the chart that was hanging in my class, and I know Mrs. Lynn and Miss Clapp had it also, that gave you ideas of what to write about and what your possible chapter headings could be. You don't have to follow that exactly. If you have a different idea of something you want to write about on your topic, change the chapter heading, that's all, and put all the information you know about it on the piece of paper. So the 5 main topics that my class focused on were an animal, which was usually the simplest writing piece to do because we know a lot about animals. While you're home, you can also look up on the internet to find out more information about something, maybe challenge yourself to learn about a topic you don't know much about and put it in your writing. So it could be an animal. We talked about sports. We shared about places we've been to. You could talk about a person, a famous person, or we found a way to talk about a movie. So in one of the slides, you're going to see I took a picture of the chart that was hanging in our classroom, and I have the titles and the chapter headings written out for you. Like I said, you can change one of the chapters or 2 of them if you want to write about something else. That's perfectly fine. Whatever you want to write about, a topic you know a lot about. And like I said, if you want to challenge yourself, you can go ahead, look up information on the internet, find out more about something you didn't know, and then write about it on the paper. 3 to 5 sentences per page minimum for each child, and a minimum of 4 pages or 4 chapters on your topic. If you want to challenge yourself, we talked about an introduction in the beginning. That could be a chapter. And we also talked about how to write a conclusion. That could be your possible 6th page. So the expectation is 4 pages, but we have worked through, talked about, and learned how to write up to 6 pages in a booklet. So it's up to you and your parents how you want to do this. I've put together step by step what I did to write my informational writing booklet. That's going to be the slides coming up. I'll talk you through it, and at the end you can go ahead and write your own booklet about something you know a lot about. As always, feel free to share your writing with us. You can post it in the comments. You could tell us what you wrote about. You could post pictures. Send it to your teacher. Your parents all know how to get in touch with all 3 of us. And you can share it with someone you know. Inform them about the topic you wrote about. You could tell someone in your house. You could maybe call someone in your family or friend and tell them about what you wrote about. But just like in class, we want you to share what you're writing. So I'm going to sign off on the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the steps that I took to write my informational booklet. If you have any questions, concerns, parents, reach out to the teachers. We're here to help. Put a comment on the video, anything we can do to make this a smooth transition. So let's get ready to write our informational booklet for this week. All right, boys and girls, here is our anchor chart from in school of the 5 topics you could write about for your informational writing pieces. Under each topic are the 4 chapter headings we used in class. You can always go ahead and add an introduction or a conclusion or both to your writing. If you're writing about an animal, your 4 chapters are Chapter 1, what they eat. Chapter 2, where does it live? Chapter 3, what they look like. And Chapter 4, fun facts. If you were writing about a sport, in your first chapter you would tell us about the equipment. Then Chapter 2 is how to play. The rules make up Chapter 3, and fun facts about your sport for Chapter 4. You could write about a place you've been to. In Chapter 1, tell us where it is and what the weather is like. Chapter 2, tell us what you like to do there, or what there is to do there. Chapter 3, what do you need to bring to the place you're talking about? And Chapter 4, of course, would be fun facts. If you're writing about a famous person, Chapter 1, tell us who they are, maybe what they look like. Chapter 2, what is their job? What do they do? I know in class when they were talking about singers, we also talked about some that were also actors, or they were in commercials, or they started on a TV show. Think about all the jobs they've done. Chapter 3, why are they famous? And Chapter 4, fun facts. If you're choosing to write about a movie, it is important that you stick to these 4 chapters to make it more informational. Chapter 1, tell us the characters in the movie and the setting. Chapter 2, what problem do the characters face? Chapter 3, what's the solution to the problem? And Chapter 4, what was your favorite part of that movie? Now you can go ahead and write about something different. Just change the chapter heading to whatever it is you're going to tell us about. This is an extra slide I've added just in case you wanted to brainstorm your ideas and get them down on a piece of paper. I just took a piece of paper, wrote informational writing at the top, a title for when I come up with a title, and separated the rest of the paper into 4 parts for my 4 chapters. I would put my chapter headings right under the chapter number, and then I would add a couple sentences or some information about what I wanted to write about just to keep myself on track. This is not required of you in writing. This is just something extra if you want to challenge yourself and brainstorm your ideas. These next 4 pictures are pictures of my finished book. I wrote all about zebras. Chapter 1, what they eat. The box is there for me to draw a picture when I'm completely finished. I'm going to tell you about zebras. Zebras need a lot of water. Almost 90% of their diet is made up of grass. They also eat leaves and trees. Zebras are herbivores, which means they don't eat meat. If you notice, for things like 90%, using the word herbivore or herbivore shows that I am an expert on my topic, and you could tell that I researched a little bit about zebras in order to write this booklet. Chapter 2, where do they live? Did you know that all wild zebras live in Africa? Different types of zebra live in different areas in Africa. There are zebras in the United States. These zebras don't live in the wild, though. They can be found in zoos or at a circus. Chapter 3, what they look like. Zebras remind me of horses, but zebras have black and white stripes. They have a tail. Zebras have 4 legs. Some zebra have brown stripes. Chapter 4, fun facts. Zebras are fast. They can run 35 miles per hour. A baby zebra can run 1 hour after it is born. Zebras are not friendly animals. They kick and bite. Be sure to stay away from them. All right, boys and girls, there's my informational writing booklet, all 4 pages. Please be sure to watch your reading, writing, and math lessons before we meet live on Zoom with your teacher on Wednesday. Have a good week. We'll see you soon.